So we have a call. We got our man Jim from Palm Harbor. Jim, good morning.
What's happening, Jim?
Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
How are y'all?
Doing good, man. Trying to stay cool in this Florida heat and humidity, but beyond that, staying all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I like the warmth. I came from the mountains of Tennessee, and I'm always not going to complain about the heat.
No, I'm not complaining. We're here for that. We're here for that heat from the Northeast too. It seems like it gets warmer and warmer every day though here in Florida during the summer. But you got to take the good with the bad, and man, we got it pretty good, all things considered, in terms of weather.
I sweat easier than I shiver. So.
I'm with you exactly. I'll take it any day of the week over shivering. I don't like that at all. Totally, man.
Plus, I heard the other day that the record high for Tampa is only 99.9 degrees, and in Tennessee I had 105 before.
No, you're making a good point. We get a lot of heat. I say we in terms of Boston. Everywhere they get the heat too, so we just get a reprieve during the winter, man. Jim, hang on for 2 seconds, all right? We're going to come back for the break. We're going to be talking about NVidia with Jim from Palm Harbor. Come on back, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow of 27, S&Ps. We were just in negative territory, now flat, and NASDAQ positive by 11. And we're talking to Jim from Palm Harbor. We're going to be looking at NVidia. What are you looking at for NVidia, Jim?
I was wanting to get back into it again. I've been in and out of it a couple of times, but I was thinking, I wasn't sure if the 239 level or the 227 level is the better place to hold out for as far as getting back in it.
Yeah, I would, if we look at NVIDIA, I'm sure you've heard me talking about this high volume low. And the high volume low in NVIDIA from the February 6th is 204, Jim. The high of that low is 225. And the last time we were down here, we got to 210. I wouldn't be biting until you really try to get that test done. The market itself, there's many equities that have already gone down and tested that. There's plenty that haven't. I expect that's where we're going. And this NVIDIA may have just set up a big ABC down. Your A point would be 269, which would be the high. Your B would be yesterday, 235. So you got, about $34. And if the C's today, you're down there, you're basically at 210. So I would just take your time on this,
Yeah, I really like NVIDIA. I like what their research in artificial intelligence, and they're into the cars and all these other things. They do their processors, the graphical processors are really good in the Bitcoin mining and all that, because they can handle multiple inputs at the same time compared to a regular CPU. And I really like it a lot, but I knew I needed to wait. I just wasn't sure how long.
No, listen, I got these numbers up. These numbers, look at these numbers, Tommy. It's phenomenal.
There's almost nothing to point out negatively on that graphic. And just, Jim, I don't know if you're watching Tiger TV, we're looking at it in terms of their revenue, their earnings, their growth, just total revenue. You go from $5 billion in 2016 to $13 billion in 2019 they're looking for. And earnings, you just grow gangbusters, man. In terms of 2015, even 2016, you're making $1.67. In 2019, they're looking for almost $8 a share. And growth is just mammoth in terms of 28%, 38%, 30% across the board, just everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their stock price... I was just saying, their stock price reflects it, though, in fairness. It's going gangbusters. And their PE is nothing too crazy, 42. No. I'm not a analyst in the technology sector, but if they have any type of decent growth coming at them, that's not in terms of the likes of the Netflixes and so forth, where you get into the 100, 200 PE, where that's just very difficult and almost priced for perfection. Well, geez, as Tom pulls up Intel, they only have a PE at 12, and then Micron, my goodness, only a PE of 5. So the market is banking on the fact that NVIDIA is still got some growth coming their way.
Yeah, so let's just see this revenue for Intel. Yeah, see the difference, though. Look at the difference. See, we put up Intel, folks, and it's a 12 PE, but the difference is that you have data centers growing, Internet of Things is growing, but not like NVIDIA, not even close.
I mean, the growths on NVIDIA were anywhere from 20 to 30% across the board, and you know, realistically, Intel's biggest revenue is growing at a negative rate in terms of their top sectors, $34 billion of revenue, and it has a 3-year growth rate of -1%, versus NVIDIA, that's just so much right in that graphics processing, which is just taken off, whether it's virtual reality, right, whether it's AI, whether it's Bitcoin mining. Processing speed is something to be in high demand, to put it lightly.
And also the car automation, and also AMD is going to be trying to compete on that GPUs too. So.
Yeah, no, and you know, I think it seems to me that, you know, we have the car deal going, right? But AI in general seems to be like, it was just born. It's like the baby steps, right? I mean, everything's going to be, everyone's going to want to get into AI because, I mean, it's proven that, guess what? The computers can do a better job than we do.
Oh, yeah.
So
you're going to walk in your house, right? And Alexa's already going to know that you like to switch on your kitchen light first. Then you might go to the bathroom to brush your teeth. You know, it's like it's going to have all that figured out, and how it's going to have it figured out is just computing power. And I think that, you know, it's been around for a bit, Tom, but you're right. In the public perception-wise, you know, the Googles already know what's happening. They're into it. Facebook's into it. But you're going to see it more pervasive in our lifestyle, and you're going to start seeing it, I believe, in just smaller companies, as in you're not going to have to be a FANG stock to start plowing money into that type of development where it's just going to be across the board, whether you're either competing or you're falling to the wayside.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. Yeah. It really is.
And that'll help those companies, definitely.
Great time
I really
to be alive
appreciate your inputs. Thanks a lot, and y'all have a great day.
One, Jim.
Good to hear from you, Jim. Thanks for calling.